Hey guys, welcome to yet another Battleblood commentary. Alright, so I'm doing my best here, trying to get maybe one game per night out once again. But again, it takes a lot of time to try to invest in making these. Not only do I have to commentate this and watch the entire match and maybe end up in a increased speed, but also wait for it to render and then wait for it to upload. So that takes a lot of time. So anyways, still gonna do my best on these. So yeah, we're back in April still, April 24th, and we're up. Basically, what I did at the very beginning was after seeing, after having seen what these schools are, I reached into my deck and started getting rid of the storm and fire shields. Knew we weren't gonna deal with those guys, but what we have here is a myth, ice, and I believe a life combo. So they're playing very, very well, as you can see. Already got the stun shield up on top of the very last player, making sure he won't be stopped by any of us. And they've already put up a blade for the second player actually. First player, myth player with a life amulet. Second player doesn't have an amulet, it seems. But we know we don't want the first player hitting at all, so we need to be able to disable him, be able to stun him, and kill him off before his teammates can react and try to throw him a heal to save Antonio's pips. What we want to do here is prevent him from taking away our stun shields, our main shields. So here we go. Cassandra's going to go ahead and, because there's already two blades up, we're going to try to get rid of those. Fallon does not have a disarm at this point. We're going to go ahead and get rid of those blades and that stun shield right there. So, and then try to attempt to stun all three players. Best chances would be we'll get two players here with the Frost Giant, because the last one does have the conviction, which is always great for an anti-stun. But trying to do whatever damage we can right now and take out those stun shields. So we're assuming that only the last player can really put a storm shield on anyone. So that was also an earthquake to prepare Fallon for a huge hit, not letting them protect the life player any more than that. And instead he passes, so he wasn't stunned at this point. Anyways, here comes the Storm Lord. So we're gonna try to prevent the life player from healing. We need to take out that myth player ASAP. Seeing if Cassandra has a hit or so, but no, she has a dispel herself. So I'm gonna go ahead and build up pips in case the ice player decides to stun us back or some sort. And Stormlord isn't gonna do enough to the first player, but that's okay. We already put him in the major danger zone. So he'll be able to react. He may be able to earthquake, stun me with the second player if the second player plays a Frost Giant. So that'll stop just me, it seems. Oh no! Instead, I made sure just in case they decided to cleanse the life player. So they would have to rely on two cleanses here to save him. But no, he's gonna go ahead and pass once again. So let's see. Ice player is still blading up, even though the myth player there is low on health. I don't know if they foresaw that or not. Maybe not. Anyways, Fallon's gonna make sure they can't double cleanse right here. If they try to double cleanse and both of their cleanses are successful, they'll only get rid of one. So again, gotta play those rank 0 cards at any point in time, especially as a life player, to make sure that you don't get dispelled. Well, this goes for any class really, especially if you're going second. You want to make sure you can play through dispels. So he's going to try to get rid of two right there. Let's see if the other side has any cleanses. Trying to see if Fallon has any tempests. And we're noticing that Aedan's down to his last conviction counter. If Cassandra can maybe throw an earthquake to get rid of the shields, or not, but she's gonna attack instead with the frog, so gonna deal some damage. Fallon's gonna make sure that the ice player cannot hit us at this point, because Cassandra will be throwing out her pips. We don't want her to have to rely on healing so quickly. So anyways, you do kill the myth player here. So that'll take away his stun shields and his pips. That's all we need. Hoping that the life player here does not. Let's see. Oh wow. Ice player throws a sprite anyways to the first player. So he's going to be able to try to stay alive and keep his pips. But it's only a sprite, so we could wand it off. We could strike them down. Now Cassandra doesn't have enough for an earthquake, but we're going to prepare for that. And Fallon's going to make sure that Aedan can't do an area heal of any sort. So I'm wondering, what kind of attack should I throw down next? Nah, I'm going to go ahead and blade up Fallon, so she can get ready to perhaps do a Tempest. Oh no, actually I'm blading myself up. I guess my mouse is moving everywhere, not seeing it correctly. Anyways, there is that Earthquake right there, so that's going to get rid of the ice shields, any stun shields that may be on us. Get rid of my blades that I just placed up, so that's okay. I get a free pip, and here comes the heal, aimed straight for the life player. Life player assumed he was going to die, I believe, and he's going to heal into that, so they were assuming that we were going to kill the life player off already, but no, instead decided to hold off on that. We want him to throw out his pips. Now his pips are down. We don't want him to throw a satyr to the myth player. We don't want that myth player hitting us once again. So I'm going to place up my vaporize on top of him. You would think that the myth player, instead of using attacks or blades, might have healed himself, but no. So anyways, there are the spells on top, but there's a blade on the ice player once again, and the stun shields are up again, and the ice shield is up. So gonna have Cassandra rip everything down and allow us to prevent these guys from moving once again. So Earthquake doing a huge hit right here. The other side is doing a nice job on conserving pips. I think they've finally learned after playing us for a few minutes that, yeah, we need to worry about cleanses. We need to play low-level spells at this point, try to conserve pips, or stun the other side, stun TPCs, so then we can't prevent them from being able to play their spells or outmaneuver us. So anyways, ended up stunning both of those guys. So now they're in the danger zone, each of them. The thing with this new playstyle that TPC has is, at least in this era, is that our pips are not conserved as well as they should be, like in the past. So, ooh, a nice tower there. Yeah, we normally don't throw out pips so easily like that. Instead, you know, every move has to count, but at this point we were putting a lot of pressure. We're going very aggressive compared to the way we've used to play. You know, that's just kind of a trial and error, just learning as much as we can. Anyways, the life player will try to keep his highest resisting player up. So that lucky critical there definitely will keep Alejandro. No longer is he going to try to do a rebirth for an area heal. He's going to focus on single target heals in case we do play those entangles. So he's playing it very carefully, very nice counterplay, I would say. You know, because he's not risking everything. Instead, he's playing it more carefully and skillfully, kind of using anticipation. So let's see what the ice player does. He does not do anything, and Aedan does not do anything. So now we're gonna try to do our best. I think Cassandra is, I mean, as you can see, we've put up our convictions even though we have the advantage. We just don't want any surprise stuns coming out of nowhere. So setting that up, and that conviction is going to protect Fallon from being stunned, I believe, unless it goes through the convictions. I mean, it's not 100% guarantee that you won't be stunned. because there's always a small chance for that. But as you can see, it prevented us from being surprised, and now we can take Antonio down once again, Aedan, or we can prevent him from shooting out whatever. So now we're going to pump as much damage as we can, and it looks like Fallon's going to go for a direct hit right here. I've got one blade. I don't want that myth player to steal or take away my blade with the treasure disarm if he has any. And so we managed to take him out, which will prevent him from being hit from my snow angel. But let's see if the other players have are able to see what we had done here. Let's see if they anticipated if the life player had died, that the life player would die. Sorry. And if they did, that's a really great move on their part, and kind of a bad one on ours, because Fallon did prevent him from taking a full attack from that angel. So here we go. The sprite's going to save his pips, whatever that life player had, and allow him maybe to rebirth. And here comes his shield right there. So yeah, that allowed the life player to bring back some momentum. Keep in mind though, Cassandra does have some pips. So here's the rebirth right there. So great play on their parts. But the thing is, Alejandro did not protect Aedan that well as he wanted to, because the shields went on first and then the absorbs. Instead, he should have waited until the absorb went on first and then protected the absorb with those other shields. So Fallon's going to try to build up power pips, it seems. Throw out a little damage just to make sure that the ice player does not hurt us as much, because as you can see, even I'm losing some health, and then we're going to make sure that you can't cleanse each other, can't cleanse off the plagues off the ice player. So instead, they're going to go very defensive, play very defensive to protect the life player. The life player is trying to prevent any surprise stuns, but no, he's not going to have that benefit. So anyways, we can have Cassandra here play an earthquake. Those guys will not expect those plagues to be removed so quickly. But instead, she's going to make sure that Antonio cannot stun us, because I am on my last conviction counter. So that vaporize will keep him from stunning me, if anything. So good play on Cassandra's part. The ice player could hit and try to stun me, but that's pretty much it. So let's see what he does. No, he's going to go for a defensive play here, try to protect the myth player, knowing that he's probably the most valuable player now, having got, with such little health and the abilities to take out shields. So anyways, we're going to see if Cassandra does have that earthquake. We're going to get rid of that vaporize. That myth player will not expect it, so hoping that she has an earthquake, and if not, we're going to play some other defensive moves. So Fallon's going to make sure that he can't cleanse himself with a plague block here. Let's see if that actually works. See if he tries to cleanse himself, but instead cleanses off the plague. Or any of his allies are trying to do that as well. So anyways, no, he's going to try to get rid of the vaporize there. I'm getting dispelled myself, but that's okay. TBC carries our cleanses like no other. And it looks like Antonio used maybe a stun of some sort to yeah, he used some kind of stun to remove that, but Cassandra's got another vaporize. So again, kind of covering our weaknesses. We don't want myth players taking out our stun shields and or any other shields, especially when we have just one life player and a storm backed up by an ice tank. I'm not a blade stacker, so damage isn't my goal, and therefore I would be focused more on support and for healing. You really have to cover your roles very well and know where you're headed. So anyways, now that Fallon doesn't have her conviction, Cassandra's about to lose hers, we are going to try an anti-stun combo, as you can see. playing another Vaporize and another Melt to make sure those two players cannot combo together. Take out our shields, take out stun shields, etc. So no, he's not going to do anything, but he's going to try to attempt to heal the life player there, I think. Ice player is going to lose pips if he didn't play a rank 0. Let's see what the life player does. Tries to heal himself. Yeah, I was trying to try to play the unicorn. Try to play a unicorn just now, but no. So anyways, Cassandra's going to go ahead and get rid of that Vaporize. So that's going to trick Antonio a bit. He's going to probably play a low rank myth spell to try to remove that without losing pips, but now we've removed it for him. So that's all okay. They'll get rid of their plagues as well. Hexthorn, good point. There, they took it off for you. So, anyways, I think, yeah, I don't have the pips to hit just yet, or stun. But that's an interesting tower play. I'm not sure why he placed the shield on top of the light player like that, because that Storm Elf tick was still on there, and then it removes that shield right there. So, anyways, that tower is still up. That Fallon's going to have to hit into that. But Aedan's down to his last conviction tick. So let's see if I called... Yeah, I'm pointing out towards him, saying that, well, Aedan's got a choice. He's got to play that... No, we're actually going to go for a full-blown hit, having Fallon stun, having Cassandra hit as well, and I'm going to pump in my Snow Angel, so it'll surprise these guys in a way. If we can take out the first two players just like that, because I don't know if they know that Cassandra's also a little bit of a hitter herself, you know, playing offensively here, and so we're going to throw everything we've got. We have empowers on our side. We do have first turn advantage, so basically if they're able to survive by having, you know, a few turns in between to think, shield, and heal, we're going to try to combo them with a triple hit, as you can see. So, Bladed, Gargantuan, Snow Angel. It's going to pump a lot of damage. Going to take out that Myth player, definitely. And maybe that Life player, we'll have to see. But these guys will have to pass, except for the Life player. But he is taken out too. So, first and last player were... First player was stunned but taken out, so his stun shields are down. He's vulnerable in case the ice player does heal. And same with Aedan. Aedan still has his conviction right there, as you can see. But now we're going to try to suppress heals from all over. Aedan probably had a very little chance of getting stunned, but because of our triple hit, even with that tower up, you know, that Fallon just hit straight through that, and the rest of us suppressed his ability to react there. So let's see what the ice player is going to do. Probably conserve pips. Yeah, he's going to try to sprite Aedan back to less. And now TPC is low on pips right now. We need to do what we can to react in case Alejandro throws out a critical heal of some sort. So anyways, Fallon's going to throw a prerequisite, well, preliminary Storm Elf there to ensure that his Storm Shields do not go on top of him. If he places any, they'll automatically be taken out for the next 2 rounds. Cassandra's going to try to build up pips so she can react with maybe a Myth hit or a life attack anytime soon, in case the ice player does have a rebirth amulet somewhere and could heal his allies. So we're going to try to stop him as much as we can. So again, you know, it's kind of like chess, just playing it until their king gets cornered in a way, and then it becomes a checkmate in this style. So the other side, definitely, if they carried a lot more cleanses, they could have done a lot more damage, I would think. Um, Because if you study our pattern, we're mostly low on pips most of the time, um, trying to suppress here, heals, trying to suppress attacks or maneuvers. So here's a little, I guess, a little debate and whatnot. But yeah, my reasoning just for the way we play is this is exactly what we've dealt with at the TPC, kind of quote unquote growing up, to be what we are, today, or at least from that point. And it's the ability to not worry about dispels, not worry about blade stackers, but play against it, play against the odds. If you watch some of our earlier videos, from a few months ago as well, you can see how we've managed to develop. I mean, if you join our PvP parties, the spells are just crazy in there, but there are ways to counter that. There are ways to play against that, and that's kind of the mentality we've brought with us to ranked, saying, hey, it's never impossible, no matter what tact you're up against, unless it's chain stunning, which was broken back then, and but hey, even there are some misses, and King's Isle even gave us some anti-stun gear. So, again, nothing's impossible. So anyways, this match is significant because Cassandra finally breaks 1,300 points, and Fallon finally hits Overlord. So 1,000 points. So congrats to Fallon, congrats to Cassandra Dragonheart, even though it's a long, long time ago. But yeah, so hopefully, you know what? Maybe we'll have to hold some parties sometime again to show, basically counters against spells, against, well, we've already shown how you counter blade stackers easily, but how you counter, the spells from going second. It's a tough job. Sometimes you do have to just play into it and, weigh your risks versus your losses. So, if we ever do have that, I'll definitely record it and add some commentary to it. So, anyways, gonna pump out yet another commentary tonight. I do have some time for about one more. So, yeah, we'll be seeing a few more videos very, very soon. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe, rate the video, and like it if you'd like to see some more. And I'll see you in the spiral. GG.